Prepare for the Property and Casualty Exam. Question 1. The DP3, Dwelling Property 3, form provides. Option A, named perils for the dwelling. Option B, open perils for the dwelling and named perils for personal property. Option C, no coverage. Option D, liability only. The correct answer is option C, no coverage. DP3 is the special form, providing open perils coverage for the dwelling and named perils for personal property. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 2. Employer's liability insurance, Part 2 of Workers' Compensation, covers. Option A, statutory workers' compensation benefits. Option B, the employer's liability for work-related injuries not covered by workers' compensation laws, example, loss of consortium claims. Option C, property damage. Option D, automobile accidents. The correct answer is option B, the employer's liability for work-related injuries not covered by workers' compensation laws, example, loss of consortium claims. Employer's liability covers claims outside the workers' compensation system, such as third-party oversuits and loss of consortium. Question 3. Garage liability insurance covers. Option A, only the building. Option B, auto-related businesses, dealers, repair shops, for liability from garage operations. Option C, only customer vehicles. Option D, only employee injuries. The correct answer is option B, auto-related businesses, dealers, repair shops, for liability from garage operations. Garage liability covers bodily injury and property damage from garage operations and the use of customers' vehicles. Question 4. The CGL policy covers which of the following? Option A, employee injuries. Option B, bodily injury and property damage to third parties. Option C, damage to the insured's own property. Option D, professional services. The correct answer is option C, damage to the insured's own property. CGL covers third-party buy and PD, not first-party losses. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 5. An insured contract in a CGL policy includes. Option A, all contracts without exception. Option B, lease agreements, sidetrack agreements, elevator maintenance agreements, and indemnity agreements. Option C, only construction contracts. Option D, only employment contracts. The correct answer is option B, lease agreements, sidetrack agreements, elevator maintenance agreements, and indemnity agreements. Insured contracts are specific types of contracts where liability assumed is covered. Question 6. An anti-stacking provision in a PAP. Option A, allows combining of limits. Option B, prevents combining of multiple policy limits for a single loss. Option C, increases coverage. Option D, reduces premiums without limit changes. The correct answer is option C, increases coverage. Anti-stacking provisions limit recovery to one policy's limits. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 7. The care, custody, or control exclusion in a liability policy excludes. Option A, damage to the insured's own property. Option B, damage to personal property in the insured's care, custody, or control. Option C, bodily injury to others. Option D, completed operations. The correct answer is option C, bodily injury to others. This exclusion applies to property of others that is under the insured's direct physical control. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 8. A reservation of rights letter. Option A, waives the insurer's rights. Option B, notifies the insured that the insurer is investigating but may later deny coverage. Option C, cancels the policy. Option D, accepts coverage unconditionally. The correct answer is option B, notifies the insured that the insurer is investigating but may later deny coverage. A reservation of rights letter preserves the insurer's defenses while providing a defense or investigating. Question 9. The PAP's limit of liability provision states. Option A, unlimited coverage. Option B, the maximum the insurer will pay regardless of the number of insureds, claims, or vehicles involved. Option C, per vehicle limits only. Option D, per person limits only. The correct answer is option B, the maximum the insurer will pay regardless of the number of insureds, claims, or vehicles involved. The limit is the maximum payable per occurrence, regardless of the number of insureds or vehicles. Question 10. The premises and operations hazard and liability insurance covers. Option A, products sold by the insured. Option B, bodily injury and property damage arising from the insured's premises and business operations. Option C, completed work. Option D, professional services. The correct answer is option B, bodily injury and property damage arising from the insured's premises and business operations. Premises and operations covers injuries arising from the ownership, maintenance, or use of premises and business operations. Question 11. The commercial auto policy's general conditions include all except: Option A, bankruptcy of the insured does not relieve the insurer of obligations. Option B, the policy may be cancelled only by the insurer. Option C, concealment or fraud voids coverage. Option D, terms may be changed only by endorsement. The correct answer is option B, the policy may be cancelled only by the insurer. The insured can also cancel the policy. The insurer must provide notice per state law. Question 12. Contractual liability coverage in a CGL policy covers: Option A, all contracts. Option B, liability assumed under certain defined insured contracts. Option C, only written contracts. Option D, only oral contracts. The correct answer is option A, all contracts. Contractual liability covers liability assumed under insured contracts as defined in the policy. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 13. The mobile equipment exclusion in a commercial auto policy means: Option A, all vehicles are covered. Option B, vehicles designed primarily for off-road use, bulldozers, forklifts, are covered under commercial general liability, not auto. Option C, no coverage for any equipment. Option D, only licensed vehicles are covered. The correct answer is option D, only licensed vehicles are covered. Mobile equipment is excluded from the auto policy and typically covered under CGL. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 14. Self-insured retention, sir, in an umbrella policy is: Option A, the same as a deductible in the underlying policy. Option B, the amount the insured must pay before the umbrella policy applies when the loss is not covered by underlying insurance. Option C, the premium. Option D, the aggregate limit. The correct answer is option A, the same as a deductible in the underlying policy. SIR applies when a loss is covered by the umbrella but not by any underlying policy. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 15. The equipment breakdown coverage form, formerly boiler and machinery, covers: Option A, wear and tear. Option B, sudden and accidental breakdown of covered equipment. Option C, normal maintenance. Option D, employee errors. The correct answer is option D, employee errors. Equipment breakdown covers sudden and accidental mechanical or electrical breakdown. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 16. Which of the following is covered under coverage A of a homeowner's policy? Option A, personal property. Option B, the dwelling and attached structures. Option C, loss of use. Option D, personal liability. The correct answer is option A, personal property. Coverage A covers the dwelling, including attached structures. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 17. A claims-made CGL policy covers claims: Option A, based on when the injury occurred. Option B, first made against the insured during the policy period. Option C, made at any time. Option D, only after the policy expires. The correct answer is option C, made at any time. Claims-made policies are triggered by the claim being made during the policy period. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 18. Coverage D of a homeowner's policy covers: Option A, dwelling. Option B, other structures. Option C, personal property. Option D, loss of use, additional living expenses. The correct answer is option D, loss of use, additional living expenses. Coverage D provides loss of use coverage, including additional living expenses and fair rental value. Question 19. The pollution exclusion in the CGL is: Option A, limited. Option B, absolute, with very limited exceptions. Option C, optional. Option D, only for gradual pollution. The correct answer is option A, limited. The absolute pollution exclusion broadly excludes pollution-related claims. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 20. An admitted, authorized, insurer, Option A, is not licensed in the state. Option B, is licensed and authorized to transact insurance in the state. Option C, only writes surplus lines. Option D, is always an alien insurer. The correct answer is option A, is not licensed in the state. Admitted insurers hold a certificate of authority from the state. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 21. A public adjuster represents: Option A, the insurer. Option B, the insured in negotiating a claim settlement. Option C, the state. Option D, both parties equally. The correct answer is option D, both parties equally. Public adjusters advocate for the policyholder, not the insurer. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 22. The HO4 policy is designed for: Option A, homeowners. Option B, condominium owners. Option C, renters, tenants. Option D, mobile homeowners. The correct answer is option D, mobile homeowners. Ho 4, or renters form, covers a tenant's personal property and provides liability coverage. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 23. Directors and officers, D&O, liability insurance covers. Option A, the corporation's physical assets. Option B, wrongful acts of directors and officers in their management of the company. Option C, employee injuries. Option D, automobile accidents. The correct answer is option A, the corporation's physical assets. D&O insurance protects directors and officers from claims alleging mismanagement. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 24. Conditional renewal means, option A, the policy renews automatically. Option B, the policy is renewed with conditions such as increased premiums or reduced coverage. Option C, the policy is cancelled. Option D, no renewal is offered. The correct answer is option D, no renewal is offered. Conditional renewal imposes changes as a condition of renewal. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 25. An occurrence liability policy covers. Option A, only claims made during the policy period. Option B, injury or damage that occurs during the policy period, regardless of when the claim is made. Option C, only claims reported within 60 days. Option D, only intentional acts. The correct answer is option C, only claims reported within 60 days. Occurrence policies cover injury or damage that occurs during the policy period, even if the claim is made years later. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 26. Supplementary payments under a CGL include, option A, the judgment amount. Option B, court costs, prejudgment interest, and certain defense expenses in addition to limits. Option C, the deductible. Option D, the insured's personal attorney fees. The correct answer is option C, the deductible. Supplementary payments are made in addition to policy limits. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 27. An adhesion contract means, option A, both parties negotiated equally. Option B, the contract is drafted by one party, the insurer, and the other party must accept or reject it as is. Option C, it is non-binding. Option D, it requires a notary. The correct answer is option A, both parties negotiated equally. Insurance policies are contracts of adhesion. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 28. Coverage C of a homeowner's policy covers. Option A, the dwelling. Option B, other structures. Option C, personal property. Option D, loss of use. The correct answer is option C, personal property. Coverage C covers the insured's personal property, both on and off premises, subject to policy limits and exclusions. Question 29. Fiduciary liability insurance covers. Option A, general business operations. Option B, breach of fiduciary duty in managing employee benefit plans. Option C, automobile liability. Option D, workers' compensation. The correct answer is option C, automobile liability. Fiduciary liability covers claims arising from mismanagement of employee benefit plans. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 30. Under the PAP, your covered auto does not include, option A, a vehicle listed on the declarations. Option B, a vehicle furnished or available for the named insured's regular use. Option C, a newly acquired auto. Option D, a temporary substitute auto. The correct answer is option A, a vehicle listed on the declarations. Vehicles available for regular use are excluded from the definition of covered auto. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 31. Newly acquired property is automatically covered under a commercial property policy for, option A, unlimited value. Option B, a limited period, usually 30 days, with a sublimit. Option C, the full policy term. Option D, no coverage. The correct answer is option A, unlimited value. Newly acquired property is automatically covered for a limited time with specific sublimits. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 32. The duties after an accident or loss in a PAP require the insured to, option A, do nothing. Option B, notify the insurer promptly, cooperate with the investigation, and submit to medical exams if required. Option C, only call the police. Option D, pay the deductible immediately. The correct answer is option B, notify the insurer promptly, cooperate with the investigation, and submit to medical exams if required. The insured must provide prompt notice, cooperate, and comply with reasonable requests. Question 33. The no benefit to bailee provision means, option A, bailees receive full coverage. Option B, the policy does not benefit a bailee who is not a named insured. Option C, bailies have no liability. Option D, the insured is a bailee. The correct answer is option C, bailies have no liability. This provision prevents a bailee from benefiting from the insured's policy. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 34. Part D of a PAP provides option A, liability coverage. Option B, medical payments coverage. Option C, uninsured motorist coverage. Option D, coverage for damage to your auto, physical damage. The correct answer is option B, medical payments coverage. Part D covers collision and other than collision, comprehensive, damage to the insured vehicle. In this rotation, B is correct. Question 35. Risk retention as a risk management technique means option A, transferring the risk to an insurer. Option B, avoiding the risk entirely. Option C, accepting the risk and bearing the financial consequences. Option D, reducing the risk through safety measures. The correct answer is option A, transferring the risk to an insurer. Risk retention involves accepting the financial consequences of a loss oneself. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 36. A monopolistic workers' compensation state. Option A, allows private insurance for workers' compensation. Option B, requires workers' compensation to be purchased from a state fund. Option C, does not require workers' compensation. Option D, allows self-insurance only. The correct answer is option C, does not require workers' compensation. Monopolistic states require employers to purchase workers' comp from the state-administered fund. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 37. The CGL policies who is an insured provision includes option A, only the named insured. Option B, the named insured, employees, and certain other persons and organizations. Option C, anyone who is injured. Option D, only corporations. The correct answer is option D, only corporations. Insureds include the named insured, employees, for acts within scope, and certain additional insureds. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 38. Bad faith in insurance claims handling means option A, making an honest mistake. Option B, unreasonably denying or delaying payment of a valid claim. Option C, denying a claim with a valid basis. Option D, prompt payment. The correct answer is option B, unreasonably denying or delaying payment of a valid claim. Bad faith can result in extra-contractual damages against the insurer. Question 39. The legal liability coverage form provides option A, coverage for the insured's own property. Option B, coverage for damage to property of others in the insured's care, regardless of negligence. Option C, liability for bodily injury only. Option D, workers' compensation. The correct answer is option D, workers' compensation. Legal liability coverage pays for damage to property of others caused by the insured's negligence. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 40. A valued policy pays option A, actual cash value at the time of loss. Option B, the full policy limit regardless of actual value at time of loss. Option C, replacement cost with depreciation. Option D, only the market value. The correct answer is option A, actual cash value at the time of loss. Valued policies, used for fine arts, antiques, pay the agreed amount specified in the policy. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 41. A deductible in a commercial auto physical damage policy, option A, is never applied. Option B, applies per occurrence. Option C, applies only to comprehensive. Option D, applies only to collision. The correct answer is option D, applies only to collision. Deductibles apply per accident or occurrence. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 42. A representation in an insurance application is a statement that is option A, guaranteed to be absolutely true. Option B, true to the best of the applicant's knowledge. Option C, a legally binding warranty. Option D, always considered a material fact. The correct answer is option B, true to the best of the applicant's knowledge. A representation is a statement believed to be true. A warranty is a statement guaranteed to be literally true, and breach of warranty can void coverage. Question 43. The MCS 90 endorsement in commercial auto policies, option A, is optional for all carriers. Option B, is required for motor carriers subject to federal regulations, guaranteeing payment for liability. Option C, reduces coverage. Option D, applies only to interstate carriers. The correct answer is option C, reduces coverage. MCS 90 guarantees compliance with federal financial responsibility requirements. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 44. The National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC, option A, is a federal regulatory body. Option B drafts model laws and standards for state adoption, it has no direct regulatory authority. Option C sells insurance. Option D licenses agents directly. The correct answer is option D, licenses agents directly. The NAIC is a coordinating body of state regulators, it drafts models but doesn't regulate directly. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 45. The Unfair Claims Settlement Practices Act prohibits. Option A, prompt investigation of claims. Option B, misrepresenting policy provisions, failing to investigate, and delaying payment without reason. Option C, fair settlement offers. Option D, timely communication with claimants. The correct answer is option C, fair settlement offers. Unfair claims practices laws require fair, prompt handling of claims. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 46. The PAP provides liability coverage for a trailer. Option A, only when attached to the covered auto. Option B, for all trailers regardless of attachment. Option C, only for owned trailers. Option D, only for rented trailers. The correct answer is option C, only for owned trailers. Liability coverage extends to trailers being towed by the covered auto. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 47. Coverage F of a homeowner's policy provides. Option A, personal liability. Option B, medical payments to others. Option C, dwelling coverage. Option D, personal property. The correct answer is option B, medical payments to others. Coverage F pays for medical expenses of others injured on the insured's property or by the insured's activities, regardless of fault. Question 48. The each occurrence limit in a CGL policy. Option A, is the annual maximum. Option B, is the maximum payable for all damages from a single occurrence. Option C, applies to all occurrences combined. Option D, is the same as the aggregate. The correct answer is option A, is the annual maximum. The per occurrence limit caps payment for any one loss event. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 49. Which of the following best defines a pure risk? Option A, a situation involving the possibility of both loss and gain. Option B, a situation involving the possibility of loss or no loss. Option C, a situation involving the possibility of gain or no gain. Option D, a situation involving only market volatility. The correct answer is option A, a situation involving the possibility of both loss and gain. Pure risk exists when there is a chance of loss but no chance of financial gain. These are the only types of risks that are typically insurable. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 50. The exclusive remedy provision of workers' compensation means. Option A, the employee can also sue the employer. Option B, workers' compensation benefits are the employee's sole remedy against the employer. Option C, the employer has no liability. Option D, the employee must pay for their own treatment. The correct answer is option C, the employer has no liability. Exclusive remedy bars employee lawsuits against the employer for covered injuries. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 51. The products completed operations aggregate limit in a CGL policy. Option A applies to all claims. Option B limits the total payout for products completed operations claims during the policy period. Option C is the same as the general aggregate. Option D has no limit. The correct answer is option C, is the same as the general aggregate. The products completed operations aggregate is a separate limit within the CGL. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 52. A business income, business interruption, policy covers. Option A, physical damage to the building. Option B, lost profits and continuing expenses when a business shuts down after a covered loss. Option C, employee dishonesty. Option D, liability claims. The correct answer is option A, physical damage to the building. Business income coverage replaces lost net income and covers continuing operating expenses during the period of restoration. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 53. The PAP's duty to defend provision means the insurer will. Option A, pay all claims regardless of merit. Option B, provide a legal defense against covered claims. Option C, only pay settlements. Option D, defend only criminal charges. The correct answer is option A, pay all claims regardless of merit. The insurer has the duty to defend the insured against suits for covered claims. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 54. Personal injury protection, PIP, provides. Option A, only medical payments. Option B, medical expenses, lost wages, and essential services regardless of fault. Option C, only property damage. Option D, only death benefits. The correct answer is option A, only medical payments. PIP provides broad no-fault benefits. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 55. A warranty in an insurance contract is, option A, a statement believed to be true, option B, a guarantee that a specific condition is absolutely true, option C, the same as a representation, option D, an optional policy provision. The correct answer is option A, a statement believed to be true. A warranty is a strict guarantee. Breach voids coverage regardless of materiality. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 56. An installation floater covers, option A, real estate, option B, building materials and equipment during installation, option C, completed buildings, option D, vehicles. The correct answer is option B, building materials and equipment during installation. Installation floaters cover materials, fixtures, and equipment during installation before they become a permanent part of the building. Question 57. The HO3 form covers personal property on what basis? Option A, open perils, option B, named perils, option C, replacement cost automatically, option D, agreed value. The correct answer is option C, replacement cost automatically. Personal property under HO3 is covered on a named perils basis. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 58. The HO5 policy provides what type of coverage? Option A, named perils for dwelling and personal property, option B, open perils for both dwelling and personal property, comprehensive form, option C, actual cash value only, option D, liability only. The correct answer is option C, actual cash value only. HO5 provides the broadest coverage, with open perils on both dwelling and personal property. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 59. The other insurance clause in a commercial auto policy typically provides that, option A, the policy is always primary, option B, for owned autos, the policy is primary, for non-owned, it may be excess, option C, no coverage if other insurance exists, option D, all policies share equally. The correct answer is option D, all policies share equally. For owned autos, the policy is primary, for non-owned autos, the policy may be excess. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 60. The CGL policy's premium audit provision, option A, is optional, option B, allows the insurer to adjust the premium based on actual exposure, sales, payroll, after the policy period, option C, reduces coverage, option D, has no effect on premium. The correct answer is option B, allows the insurer to adjust the premium based on actual exposure, sales, payroll, after the policy period. Auditable policies allow final premium adjustment based on actual exposure. Question 61. A personal umbrella liability policy provides, option A, primary coverage only, option B, excess coverage over underlying liability policies, with broader coverage for some exposures, option C, property coverage, option D, health insurance. The correct answer is option C, property coverage. Umbrella policies provide an additional layer of liability protection above underlying policies. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 62. A PAP with split limits of 50/100/25 means, option A, $50,000 property damage per accident, option B, $50,000 bodily injury per person, $100,000 bodily injury per accident, $25,000 property damage, option C, $50,000 combined single limit, option D, $25,000 bodily injury per person. The correct answer is option A, $50,000 property damage per accident. Split limits are by per person / by per accident / PD per accident. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 63. Misrepresentation in insurance occurs when, option A, all facts are truthfully disclosed, option B, a false statement is made that affects the insurer's decision, option C, the insurer denies a claim, option D, the policy is renewed automatically. The correct answer is option D, the policy is renewed automatically. Misrepresentation is a false statement that, if material, can void the policy. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 64. A personal umbrella policy typically requires underlying limits of, option A, no underlying insurance, option B, specified minimums, example, $300,000 on homeowners, $250,000/$500,000 on auto, option C, only auto insurance, option D, only homeowners insurance. The correct answer is option B, specified minimums, example, $300,000 on homeowners, $250,000/$500,000 on auto. Umbrella policies require underlying insurance with minimum limits. Question 65. A commercial property policy's concealment, misrepresentation, or fraud condition, option A, has no effect on coverage. Option B voids coverage if the insured intentionally conceals or misrepresents material facts. Option C only applies to the agent. Option D increases premiums. The correct answer is option D, increases premiums. Fraud or material misrepresentation by the insured can void the entire policy. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 66. The PAP's out-of-state coverage provision. Option A voids coverage when driving in other states. Option B automatically adjusts liability limits to meet the financial responsibility laws of the state where the accident occurs. Option C reduces coverage in other states. Option D requires purchasing additional coverage. The correct answer is option C, reduces coverage in other states. The PAP conforms to the minimum required limits of the state where the accident occurs. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 67. The HO3 form covers the dwelling on what basis? Option A named perils. Option B open perils, all risk. Option C actual cash value only. Option D market value. The correct answer is option B, open perils, all risk. HO3 provides open perils coverage for the dwelling. Question 68. Comprehensive coverage in a PAP is typically written with option A, no deductible ever. Option B, a deductible, which may be lower than the collision deductible. Option C, a mandatory percentage deductible. Option D, the same deductible as collision. The correct answer is option A, no deductible ever. Comprehensive coverage usually has a deductible, often lower than the collision deductible. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 69. An occurrence trigger in a liability policy means option A, the policy responds based on when the claim is made. Option B, the policy responds based on when the injury or damage occurred. Option C, the policy responds based on when the policy was purchased. Option D, the policy responds based on when the premium was paid. The correct answer is option B, the policy responds based on when the injury or damage occurred. Occurrence policies cover injury or damage that occurs during the policy period. Question 70. Underinsured motorist coverage applies when option A, the at-fault driver has no insurance. Option B, the at-fault driver's limits are insufficient to cover the insured's damages. Option C, the insured is at fault. Option D, the insured has no insurance. The correct answer is option D, the insured has no insurance. UIM covers the gap between the tortfeasor's limits and the insured's damages. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 71. Part B of a PAP provides option A liability coverage. Option B medical payments coverage. Option C physical damage coverage. Option D uninsured motorist coverage. The correct answer is option D, uninsured motorist coverage. Part B is medical payments coverage. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 72. A commercial property policy's abandonment provision. Option A requires the insured to abandon damaged property. Option B states the insured may not abandon property to the insurer. Option C allows the insured to demand the insurer accept the property. Option D has no effect on the policy. The correct answer is option B, states the insured may not abandon property to the insurer. The insured cannot abandon damaged property and demand a total loss settlement. Question 73. A leader property endorsement covers option A, the insured's main building. Option B, lost income when a leader business, anchor tenant, that attracts customers is damaged. Option C, only retail stores. Option D, only manufacturing. The correct answer is option A, the insured's main building. Leader property coverage applies when damage to a key business that attracts customers to the insured's location causes income loss. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 74. The omnibus clause in an auto policy. Option A covers only the named insured. Option B extends coverage to permissive users. Option C excludes all other drivers. Option D reduces coverage. The correct answer is option C, excludes all other drivers. Permissive use extends liability coverage to those using the vehicle with permission. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 75. Reinsurance is best described as option A, an insured buying multiple policies. Option B, insurance purchased by an insurance company to share risk. Option C, insurance for retired persons. Option D, a type of life insurance. The correct answer is option C, insurance for retired persons. Reinsurance is insurance for insurers, allowing them to transfer portions of their risk to other insurers. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 76. A reporting form in commercial property insurance. Option A requires monthly reporting of property values with premium adjustments. Option B reports all claims to the state. Option C reports only liability claims. Option D has fixed premiums. The correct answer is option A, requires monthly reporting of property values with premium adjustments. Reporting forms are used for fluctuating inventory values, with premiums adjusted based on reported values. Question 77. Products liability under a CGL covers. Option A, premises injuries only. Option B, bodily injury or property damage caused by defective products sold by the insured. Option C, only food products. Option D, only recalled products. The correct answer is option D, only recalled products. Products liability covers injury or damage from the insured's products. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 78. The CGL policy's separation of insureds condition. Option A combines all insureds into one. Option B applies the policy separately to each insured, as if each had their own policy. Option C separates the policy into parts. Option D eliminates cross-liability coverage. The correct answer is option A, combines all insureds into one. Severability ensures one insured's breach does not void coverage for other insureds. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 79. Motor carrier coverage form is designed for. Option A, for hire carriers. Option B, businesses that transport their own goods, private carriers. Option C, passenger vehicles. Option D, only rental companies. The correct answer is option D, only rental companies. Motor carrier forms are for private carriers transporting their own property. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 80. The PAP's territory provision covers. Option A, worldwide. Option B, the United States, its territories, and Canada. Option C, North America only. Option D, the entire Western Hemisphere. The correct answer is option B, the United States, its territories, and Canada. The standard PAP territory is the U.S., its territories and possessions, Puerto Rico, and Canada. Question 81. Replacement cost coverage pays. Option A, the depreciated value of damaged property. Option B, the cost to repair or replace with materials of like kind and quality without deduction for depreciation. Option C, the market value. Option D, the original purchase price. The correct answer is option B, the cost to repair or replace with materials of like kind and quality without deduction for depreciation. Replacement cost coverage does not deduct for depreciation, providing funds to replace damaged property with new materials. Question 82. Coverage B of a homeowner's policy covers. Option A, the dwelling. Option B, other structures, detached from the dwelling. Option C, personal property. Option D, liability. The correct answer is option B, other structures, detached from the dwelling. Coverage B covers other structures on the premises that are not attached to the dwelling, such as detached garages or sheds. Question 83. NOS coverage, prior acts coverage, provides. Option A, coverage for future claims. Option B, coverage for incidents that occurred before the new claims-made policy's inception. Option C, coverage for the insured's NOS injury. Option D, no coverage. The correct answer is option B, coverage for incidents that occurred before the new claims-made policy's inception. NOS coverage provides retroactive coverage under a new claims-made policy for prior incidents. Question 84. A dishonest individual intentionally fakes a slip-and-fall accident to collect insurance money. This behavior is an example of A. Option A, physical hazard. Option B, moral hazard. Option C, morale hazard. Option D, legal hazard. The correct answer is option A, physical hazard. Moral hazards arise from dishonest or fraudulent behavior by the insured. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 85. A reciprocal insurance exchanges. Option A, a stock insurance company. Option B, an unincorporated group of subscribers who exchange insurance risks. Option C, a government insurance program. Option D, a type of health insurance. The correct answer is option D, a type of health insurance. Reciprocal exchanges are unincorporated associations where members, subscribers, insure each other. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 86. A drive other car endorsement in a commercial auto policy. Option A, covers all vehicles. Option B, extends coverage to named individuals for non-owned vehicles when the business policy covers only scheduled autos. Option C, reduces coverage. Option D, covers only business use. The correct answer is option B, extends coverage to named individuals for non-owned vehicles when the business policy covers only scheduled autos. Doc endorsements provide coverage for individuals who don't have personal auto policies. Question 87. A commercial auto policies who is an insured provision includes, option A, only the named insured, option B, the named insured and anyone using a covered auto with permission, option C, only employees driving company vehicles, option D, only the vehicle owner. The correct answer is option D, only the vehicle owner. Permissive users of covered autos are insureds under the liability coverage. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 88. The retroactive date in a claims-made policy, option A, is the date the policy expires, option B, is the earliest date an incident could occur and still be covered, option C, has no significance, option D, is the date of the claim. The correct answer is option D, is the date of the claim. The retroactive date limits coverage to incidents occurring on or after that date. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 89. An additional insured on a commercial auto policy, option A, has no rights under the policy, option B, is protected under the policy for liability arising from the named insured's operations, option C, is the same as a named insured, option D, pays the premium. The correct answer is option B, is protected under the policy for liability arising from the named insured's operations. Additional insureds receive liability protection for vicarious liability arising from the named insured's actions. Question 90. Towing and labor coverage in a PAP. Option A covers major repairs. Option B pays for emergency roadside assistance and towing. Option C is automatically included. Option D replaces collision coverage. The correct answer is option A, covers major repairs. Towing and labor is an optional coverage for roadside assistance. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 91. The transportation expenses coverage in a commercial auto policy provides. Option A, employee commuting costs. Option B, temporary substitute transportation while a covered auto is being repaired. Option C, fuel costs. Option D, all travel expenses. The correct answer is option A, employee commuting costs. Transportation expense coverage pays for a temporary substitute vehicle. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 92. The PAP excludes physical damage coverage for option A, collision with another vehicle, option B, wear and tear, freezing, mechanical breakdown, and electronic equipment not permanently installed, option C, theft of the entire vehicle, option D, fire damage. The correct answer is option D, fire damage. Maintenance-related damage and certain electronics are excluded from physical damage coverage. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 93. The covered auto definition in a PAP includes, option A, only vehicles listed on the declarations page, option B, vehicles listed on the declarations, newly acquired autos, and temporary substitute vehicles, option C, any vehicle the insured drives, option D, only owned vehicles. The correct answer is option B, vehicles listed on the declarations, newly acquired autos, and temporary substitute vehicles. Covered autos include listed vehicles, newly acquired autos, with notice, and temporary substitutes. Question 94. A legal duty of care arises from, option A, only written contracts, option B, the obligation to act as a reasonable person would under similar circumstances, option C, criminal statutes only, option D, voluntary assumption only. The correct answer is option D, voluntary assumption only. Duty of care is the legal obligation to exercise reasonable care to avoid harming others. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 95. Waiver of subrogation endorsement in a commercial auto policy. Option A, increases subrogation rights. Option B, prevents the insurer from pursuing recovery against a specified party. Option C, allows the insured to sue anyone. Option D, voids coverage. The correct answer is option C, allows the insured to sue anyone. Waiver of subrogation gives up the insurer's right to recover from a specified third party. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 96. Debris removal coverage in a property policy. Option A, is never included. Option B, pays for the cost of removing debris after a covered loss. Option C, covers only earthquake debris. Option D, is the same as pollution coverage. The correct answer is option D, is the same as pollution coverage. Debris removal coverage is typically included as an additional coverage, subject to policy limits. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 97. The damage to your work exclusion in the CGL excludes, option A, all completed work, option B, property damage to the insured's completed work arising from the work itself, option C, only construction work, option D, only manufacturing work. The correct answer is option A, all completed work. Faulty workmanship is generally excluded. but damage to other property resulting from the faulty work may be covered. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 98. The earth movement exclusion in property policies typically excludes: Option A, fire following earthquake. Option B, earthquake, landslide, and mudslide. Option C, theft. Option D, vandalism. The correct answer is option B, earthquake, landslide, and mudslide. Earth movement, earthquake, landslide, mudslide, is excluded, but fire following earthquake is typically covered. Question 99. The aggregate limit in a liability policy is: Option A, the per occurrence limit. Option B, the maximum the insurer will pay for all covered losses during the policy period. Option C, the deductible. Option D, the premium. The correct answer is option D, the premium. The aggregate limit is the total maximum payout for all claims during the policy period. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 100. The automatic increase in insurance endorsement. Option A, increases premiums without notice. Option B, automatically increases coverage limits periodically to account for inflation. Option C, reduces coverage. Option D, applies only to liability. The correct answer is option A, increases premiums without notice. This endorsement provides an automatic increase in building limits at regular intervals. In this rotation, A is correct.